Guys, after such a long time, I want to welcome everybody to the Mega J Retro Live panel. Thank you so much for being here, guys. How y'all doing here at JoeFest 2024? Yeah, Joe. I want to once again introduce my esteemed guests, because everybody here is taking so much time to be here tonight. All these guys are traveling all the way from different states and different provinces in Canada. It's a lot of fun. I have. Go ahead, say it. JB's Toy Shark, my friend. Yeah! JB. That's how it's from.
Toy.
Exactly. Toy kind of do it, everybody. There it is. I was waiting for the punchline to happen. We got Adam from Highly Articulated, everybody. Say hi to guys. We have the photographer extraordinaire, Emerald Night Photo, guys. Give him a round of applause. He's in the toy kind of dude, but he is a pump with toys. I love this guy, so don't get that twisted.
I know. So
I know who this guy is. You guys know who this guy is. This is Ken from Toy Connections, everybody. And these are only a small amount of things that are being debuted here at JoeFest 2024 from Ramen Toy. Guys, give Ace a round of applause. All right, we're rolling finally. Guys, this is a great opportunity. And all right, so you're not going to be able to see that, but basically we are here for this, the Mega J Retro Live. Thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. It's been an interesting year for toys, bar none. It is freaking crazy. But we're here specifically to talk about G.I. Joe. So I wanted to start off with something extremely controversial. None of these guys are actually been briefed, so this is going to be fun. Because all these guys are reacting exactly like they have no idea what we're talking about today. So this is going to be hilarious. So we're going to talk about Transformers G.I. Joe crossover, guys. Who wants to see this thing? Everybody. Who wants yay? Yeah. And who wants it nay? Yay. Nay? Nay? Everything Transformers. All right, guys. So let's open it up to. Whoa, Ken's out of here. Ken is out of here. Ken's sleeping. The only Transformers guy. I know. All right. Let's see if anybody actually wants to take a shot at this. Who wants to start talking about Transformers and G.I. Joe? Any volunteers?
What do you want to
Holy
discuss?
crap! Nobody wants to talk about Transformers.
What do you want to discuss?
All right. Do we? So the crowd is obviously saying that they like it. What is it? First of all, what is everybody's like on the panel at least? What is everybody's opinion of this? Is it gonna succeed? Is it gonna crash and burn, or is it just gonna be? What are we talking about, guys?
It's gonna be a steady average.
Ooh, steady average.
Some there, I think there's so many that were in production. Specific ones, shall I say, that were in production that they want to get out, and that's what they're gonna do. BMAC dropped that it's gonna be the Triple T. People heard Triple T or something that the Triple T started to slaughter on the last live stream, and everyone went right to the classified. I think everyone already knows that it was been leaked multiple times that the Triple T was started and will have an end.
Okay. All right. We're gonna save Ken for last because he left the freaking panel. Let's see, JB. What are your thoughts on? We're talking about the movie that's coming up. We're talking about the movie. But we'll bleed in to the toys as well. If you want to talk about that, go ahead. No, both. You want to talk about the movie right now, or you want to talk about the movie then, or not? We are. We're talking about both. It's okay.
Any toys. You're a no on the crossover? Anything with crossover. So again, I'm always good for a popcorn movie. Me and my family love the main Transformers. So again, if it's a family thing, we're out there having popcorn. If it makes sense, if it goes against the purists, that's not in our, I guess you can say, mentality and household. If it's going to be good and we're going to go and have some fun, I'm up for it. Now, if it starts getting silly like some of the recent movies, both G.I. Joe and Transformers, of course it was like we saw it once, we gave it a shot, never revisit it again. That's the way I always outlook it. You got to give it a shot. If it fails, then we'll just move on. And then when it comes to the toys, we've seen some pretty good crossovers lately, and we've seen some pretty miserable ones. Same thing, same concept. If it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. So no real hardcore opinion. I'm not a naysayer on anything because, again, when we're at JoeFest, we have creative minds. You got to give it a shot. And I think that's what they're hopefully trying to do. And we'll see. So
I'll piggyback on that. Basically, the last word we got is that.
All right, apologies, but we're gonna have to follow.
Devon Adventure, that Dan as producer was saying, it's a Transformers movie with a few G.I. Joes sprinkled in. That doesn't sound good to me.
No.
It shouldn't sound good to you.
Quickly, Divine Adventure, what do we all think of him? He's ruined so much G.I. Joe. We don't need him anymore.
Oh.
He's a creative genius, and you know it.
That's what I'm worried about. Like that production team. I mean, 3 strikes you're out, I think, right? Like, and at this point, it's sort of like, why are they leaving this IP in the hands of somebody that clearly doesn't quite get it? Yeah, and I mean, like that's, I'm
Pictures.
I'm optimistic that maybe they'll get it right. I always am. I'll go see it in the theater. You know, I want to support it. I want there to be more of them. So, you know, I'll go watch it. But you know, the Snake Eyes movie was a ninja movie with Snake Eyes shoehorned into it. Right. Yeah, and it's like I don't know what to expect, I guess, but I don't expect much from the team.
Before I forget, I just want to talk about the toy. So I think with Classified line, we do an Energon universe classified, build a transformer.
That we get. That build a transformer.
Build a
Whoa.
transformer from Energon.
Okay, wait. Are we talking about combiner, or are we talking about what?
Classified with the Energon style.
Yeah.
You know, we get, who's the big guy,
Minosaur.
Yes, thank you. That's why you and Joe Rose here. Mercer. Right, Mercer.
Mercer,
And then
yep.
you can make them all, build a figure. I know Marvel does that in $25, but it's build a transformer, make them 30, 32, and then give you pieces of a transformer from the Energon comics. And then that way you can build a transformer, you have to worry
It's
about.
gonna be $45 a figure. Figure's gonna be this big.
Okay.
Think about this.
Whoa. Oh my God! Oh no! We've lost control.
I didn't say build a Megatron.
All right.
You gotta keep the cost effective budget. I can't do $45 in GI Joe cost. $30. Build a Bumblebee, build a smaller figure, and you start that. And then you come up with the classic.
When they
You know,
transform
with the GI Joe.
You're trying over it?
Well, it wouldn't have to be in scale necessarily.
It's so common.
Like, it could be Transformer scale.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when is Transformers ever in scale?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so real.
Everyone looks at my
would be much
question,
bigger.
they're just like, this guy doesn't care about scale. I'm like, no, they didn't make them.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
John, any thoughts?
Movie-wise, I mean, it breaks my heart. I mean, how do you screw that up? How do you not make a good G.I. Joe movie? And then Snake Eyes. But, with the Bay Forward, I mean, I enjoy both. And then the first Transformers. But literally, I tried to watch the last one with Marky Mark, and I could not get through it. It was just too much going on. I was having a headache. I was just like, I cannot follow it. I don't know who's fighting who, what's going on. And then the other one, each piece, it was forgettable. I mean, it's fine. It was all forgettable. But then the sticker at the end with, you know, the tease of the jokes going on, like, but it seems like they just like, it seems like very much saying, well, we can't do it, you know, we have to do something. We have to, we want the Joe line to be on string, but we just can't do it, you know, by itself. So we're gonna just piggyback on something that is successful with Transformers. No, you can do it. It's successful. Just don't have anybody in that seat that can actually do it. Like 2 years ago, Devon Ventura was like, we don't want a crossover universe. Right. And now they're like, we're doing a crossover universe. You're like, okay, like what? There's no consistency. It doesn't seem like there's any direction. Yeah. They're just throwing stuff at the wall. It's like,
They don't have their,
work?
they don't have their shadow fight.
They don't have anybody. Is the problem. It's like it's you know, it's producers in name. Like it seems like they're money guys. They're not creative. They're not giving enough control to create 100%.
Oh, that's crazy. But by the way, I see some comments in the chat. We are in the Oglethorpe H. Is that how you pronounce it? The Oglethorpe H.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're in the H room. If you guys are trying to find us, we're actually in the H room. We got moved. We got bumped. We got bumped
At the
from
last second.
at the last second. We got bumped from the other room. So if you guys are looking at us, we're in the H room. Ace, any thoughts on Transformers and GI Joe?
I think pretty much the panel is spoken, like the tribe has spoken.
Well,
You know, so-
we have the master of disaster here who hasn't spoken yet. Ken, since you left the panel, we're going to move on. What are your final thoughts? As the last word right now.
First off, I did not leave the panel.
You did leave the panel. You got up. You went that way.
There was a crisis that the building said 15 years. So
I see.
That's
I see.
my excuse and my reason,
All right.
right? So, where was that from? Bonaventure,
Yes.
right? That guy. I don't know, I thought that as far as the live action universe is concerned, yes, Rise of the Beast was forgettable, but it was a quarter turn in the right direction and left with a little bit of intrigue at the end. But still, they haven't done enough to capture our hearts. Yeah. I mean, the Adam said, 3 strikes you're out. I'm kind of like, it's like a count of 9 lives.
Yeah.
You know, except I lost count of 11. He might have even succeeded 9. I don't know. As for the toys, it's going to be hard to do a build a transformer and make it transform. I'm just trying to think about all the engineering. Just saying, right? Plus, I got cool toys in front of me right now that I can focus on. Sorry, not to change the topic right away. Where you are, no, but still.
I paid $10 to say that.
Wait, 10? Here's a 20.
All right. All right. So we're gonna take a few questions right now, guys. So many wonderful independent creators are here this year. Asking the crowd, what were your guys' favorite scenes right now? Like that we have creative. No, I'm sorry. What's it called? Gosh, we got Delta 17, 100%. We got those guys in the crowd. We got somebody helping out here. Skeletron is here. Guys, just shout them out. Operation Recall is here.
Savage Crucible.
Savage Crucible is here. Of course, AWOC is here. Does it? Okay, you guys shout them out. Which are your favorites so far? Ramen toy. Flint, come on, stand up. Tell the crowd. Cyberzoic is in the crowd. Have you guys been impressed with everything?
Invincible toys.
Invincible toys.
Beast of the Mosaic.
Absolutely. Beast of the Mosaic.
Did you see the cops?
The cops, yes. Chicken fried toys, right? Like our Fresh Monkey Fiction. Sorry about that. That's right.
Chicken fried toys.
Yeah, chicken fried toys as well. They have their own version. Has anything really stood out for you guys? Like anybody want to share?
Ramen.
We're gonna get to ramen in a second. Anything else except ramen? Like if you guys. Fresh Monkey. All right, that's cool. Guys. So anybody who wants to start, what's impressed you guys the most, at least like visually, or you guys are more interested in finding out more about it? Sorry, Adam, you can't talk about your stuff. You cannot talk about your stuff. You're not allowed. Not allowed to talk about your stuff. You're not allowed to talk about your stuff. I'll talk about that. You guys. There we go.
Tell me about it.
And bread all over the place, right?
I'm burnt out.
All right. Well, Lawrence is ready to go. What do you got?
That's Fresh Monkey Fiction. Everything that they're doing is amazing. And I guess the seal they're actually putting in, but even like just the black, red, and white, crimson tide of it, just the colors from Crimson.
Order of the Crimson Moon.
They work so well. Everything that they're showing is gonna fit with your GI Joe, or you just walk away and say, hey, I want to go a separate line. And the fact that it's meant to work with Skeletron.
All right. Let's. How about since I'm double duty here. Anybody else who wants to go next? John. John. What are your?
So I mean, this fine gentleman here with the ramen toy, the bread car, and then the ramen, the racer. Now I guess post-apocalyptic now. I mean, it's like the thing looks gorgeous. The face and stuff you do is amazing, and then like all the other sculpting of that bristle. I mean, the bristle. When I saw that, I was like,
But not Bridgeland.
not bristler. I'm sorry.
Oh, it is.
It just looks like a Bridgeland.
It's a vehicle that lays down.
What's the original Jack Joe?
It's a bridge
I know.
It's an API.
I always thought that's what the actual Jack Joe vehicle
Oh,
was
is it
called.
right? Okay.
It was, yeah. Did it even have a code name?
With gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It did have a code name.
Yeah, it's the bridge layer.
But I mean, that thing is massive, it's huge, beautiful, I love it. And then find out last night about Fresh Monkey Fiction and Cops. I mean, that's a line that honestly I thought I was going to win that strike that or knew about it. So it's so whoa. But no, I mean seeing the announcement that they're going to go into 112 scale Cops, that's very, very exciting.
Soldier of Fortune looks really awesome.
Soldiers of
Soldier's Fortune from Fresh Monkey.
nice. All right, let's talk about what's going on.
I thought everything Hasbro showed yesterday and was terrific. Joe, shout out to Baldy Locks and Tony's Fix.
Was that Gary?
But no, I'm joking. But yeah, I have to go with Fresh Monkey Fiction because we know a whole lot about them until seriously horror comes in. Like I said, Operation Monster Force, I'm not a big horror guy, but they got me buying those figures because of how good like that Palantoid Battle Action Force stuff is.
Yeah.
We get to create on our own fashion stuff, so that's really cool. And then I mean, they're just exploding with stuff. I think the comments are, we need this stuff in hand. There's so many reveals and so many of these pre-orders. That's the only negative thing that they got going on. And it's good, we got the exclusives in hand, but they're translucent, so it's still hard to judge, based on what we really have. But I think the second we get these in hand, as long as everything's good, nothing's breaking, no QC issues, this is it's gonna be like a second, third tier military toy company.
Sounds good. JB.
Was it Beast of the Mesozoic?
Oh yeah.
And again, and of course, ramen toys. And I'm going to get to that here in a second. But when you look at the dinosaurs, when you hear the guys talk about them, they really did their research, and a lot of them have like biology backgrounds, and they're wanting to put something authentic for us to put on our shelves, whether it's to work it with some Four Horsemen or even some AWOC and things like that. It's going to go good with a lot. My biggest thing is because you guys see me all weekend with my granddaughter, I like to buy toys playability. If I'm going to go out there with my kids and play with these toys, I'm not trying to obviously break it, but it's very, very, it looks like dependable type of collectible toy, however we want to. Playability, accuracy, and I'm looking forward to a lot more from those guys. And then we can't leave out ramen toy. I asked my wife and granddaughter both at the same time, do we have room for this? And the answer is yes. We're going to make room.
Holy crap.
We're going to make room. We're making room, even if we're getting rid of everything in the actual room. So, and more to come. Stay tuned.
That's great.
You're going to be sleeping on the bridge layer.
Might as well.
You don't need a driver for the bridge layer.
Yes.
You found the driver for the bridge layer.
Adam, you can talk now.
No, I really like the Beast of the Mesozoic stuff, and they like, and I know those guys, so they're just great dudes as well. Like on top of like making really cool toys, and then what they're doing with the Cyberzoic stuff, which is like the armored dinosaurs, like that's what got me in. I'm buying dinosaurs now to put armor on them when the armor comes out, and they are great toys in hand. Like my kids play with them. It's, I can pick them up out of the living room, put them back in my office every couple days. But yeah, that stuff's good. I mean, it's hard to pick one because there's so many good independent toy makers right now.
Yeah.
And like honestly, like you don't go by one of the tables and go like, yeah, these guys are shit.
Oh.
It's all good, right? Like it's nobody's putting out bad stuff, and that's what's so cool about what's going on right now is that like, you don't need Hasbro anymore almost, right? To sort of build up your military toy line,
That's
whether
the
it's
end of a toy kind of.
Yeah. On that note, let me ask everybody. Does everybody feel that that Hasbro and Mattel are sort of losing touch? Like, or what do you guys think? Does anybody want to volunteer a little bit? Because I mean, that goes in line with.
Don't get me wrong. That's
not what he said. That's what I said. Right?
Yeah. Don't. I think like the GI Joe classified line. I think is absolutely crushing it right now. Like I think that's such a great line. I've had some issues with some. Like I feel like they've regressed in some aspects in terms of like just design choices. But then they come out with like Airborne, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Some of them are like damn near perfect, right? And they're exactly what we want. And there will always be room for GI Joe, and that will probably always be Hasbro. And so that's that. Them notwithstanding, I think what's happening here is really cool because it's kind of moved into the creator's hands. And everybody's older. It's like you know, we're buying those GI Joe characters still, but we also want, you know, the Monster Force
Yeah.
stuff, and we want the, you know, the different lines to kind of mix in and add to the lore. You know, you got your own, you know, headcanon and stuff like that, and you can do what you want, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're your toys. Do what you want.
Exactly.
You know, like imagine a world if you don't like certain aspects of the GI Joe lore, you can add vampires in, and whatever. So,
Absolutely.
it's cool.
Ace, any thoughts?
As to what is the highlight of the show?
Yeah, like what really impressed you today? Other than ramen toy, because apparently everyone's
I'm
impressed.
impressed by the people.
Oh, wow.
Seriously, you know, the
Yeah.
people. Right? I've been speaking to all these people from the opening night at 6 p.m. to 8, the next day, today, all the people. I'm trying to remember the names, especially.
Lawrence.
I think, Right. So yeah, I think that for me, for ramen, the crew, you know, the highlight is meeting the people, and the rest of the manufacturers are great. We all know, but I want to give a shout out to the people that.
Wow, holy crap. Let's give that a round of applause, guys. That's amazing. See, he's actually thinking on his feet. The rest of us are kind of just wing what we're doing. And of course, Ken, any thoughts before we move on?
Well, I mean, how about that combined setup with Skeletron and Marauder?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a big LED light display. Ben kind of gave a hint that, yeah, they had something special planned. You walk by, you can't not walk by and do like this massive head turn. Now, I know a lot of the stuff Skeletron has is only in prototype form right now, but they do have some figures for sale, but they seem to be like, when that RoboSkull lands and when they start producing more stuff, if their setup is this good now, right, imagine what it's going to look like in 2025, right? I was also really glad to see that JoeFest got the support of Four Horsemen Studios. So it was good to see this, the street team and Jeremy here representing the Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, and Figure of Sierra toy line. So it just shows that JoeFest is growing. As for like, what do we do? Our Hasbro and Mattel losing steam. I think at the niche collector level, we can say that's true.
Mhm.
I'm talking to people more and more about the independent lines, or about as much as I am talking about the more long-standing lines from the big companies. However, they're the ones that are currently at big box retail. So to a lot of like casual fans and part-time collectors, the big ones like Hasbro, Mattel, Jazzwares, those companies, they're gonna rule the main toy aisles for now. But we'll see what the indies can do to maybe get into there. I know there's a lot of logistical stuff. I know AWOC or Ramen Toy, it'd be hard for any of us to really get into that big box toy aisle. But when somebody gets in there and sets the pace, maybe the floodgates open.
I think we gotta get Jada toys here next year.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Cross the Street Fighter, right? I mean, just because it happened already, you got the real thing, and now you can do the real thing with the scale, and they're killing it with Street Fighter and all the other stuff.
Well, Travis, I got asked, who's gonna fight Big Boa as a boxer? Nobody but Rocky. My answer was Jada Toys Balrog. That's
Oh, yeah,
the
there you
Street
go.
Fighter line. That's your boxer versus boxer matchup.
I would like to see.
Bring it up.
Okay,
Sorry. Oh, what?
I was honestly,
Okay, well, he's jumping the gun. Travis, thank you for that. All right, guys, we are going to move on a little bit, but do you want to close it off, Travis?
Just real quick, I'd like to see Four Horsemen, and if we do have Jada toys next year, some kind of exclusive. Because I know people hate exclusives, but not when you're at a convention. It's like, I don't know if it's like Four Horsemen, they have Legion Con, these conventions, you know, Jada Toys has the 2 San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. It just was like, it'd be nice if you're gonna do a convention, bring something unique. Even if it's like comic book, just something like different, you know what I mean? Bring some, instead of like, oh, Street Team is basically just an eBay store or something. Like you're a big company, bring something for people, you know?
All right. So thank you, guys. That was awesome. We're going to move on a little bit, guys. So today, let's just say this. All right. Okay. No, yeah, I'm going to say this because I don't want anybody to hate anybody. No, you're not going to do it this way. I think that other companies are doing O-ring better than Hasbro. That's just me. That's what I'm saying. But and you know what? Again, I'm not tooting anybody else's horn yet, but Super 7 just debuted something absolutely incredible, and a shining light for anybody who's an O-ring collector. So I wanted to get the opinion of everybody. Did everybody catch a glimpse of the O-rings at the Super 7 booth, guys? Yeah. Is that a yes? Is that a good thing? Is that a all right? Well, you know what? I'm gonna ask the panel what their opinion was of the Crimson Twins first, and then we're gonna move on down the line, and we'll see what everybody else thinks. Because I think a punk with toys wants to talk. I don't know why. All right, Lars, you opened your mouth, so.
Well, I was gonna bring that up. I didn't know you were gonna bring this up. All right. I think most people that ever watch my channel know my feelings on Super 7, and this is not my channel, so I will not go into it.
No, go ahead. I don't care.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the quality. I'm not a fan of reaction. But I have to say this. I'm excited for the O-rings. I finally got to see them. But what I really like is what's on screen right there. The Crimson Twins. Brian Flynn had said that they're not going to do figures that were already done. They want to do figures that have never been done before. So I can go buy O-ring figures for $20 still from Hasbro. When I saw this is what everyone wanted Classified to do when they came out with the Crimson Twins. They gave them their suits, they gave them the mirrored packaging, and the artwork looks very similar to what we had as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have, from what I can see, articulated wrists. I don't know why you would not include that in this day and age. They don't have to be the exact same.
Is that a compliment to those who have articulated wrists in their own
Yes, I think Operation Recall and them are doing a really good job with that.
Okay, shots fired. Shots fired.
But to have something, and I know a lot of people don't think I collect O-rings or 1/18th, even though I have a giant room and a USS flag. My childhood USS flag.
How many shipwrecks?
No flexing here.
And shipwrecks for Christmas one year. But I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see new figures that aren't reaction figures that are just going to stand in the back somewhere just to kind of get a glimpse of them. But they have O-rings that actually fit in, that are new.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So I said something nice about Super 7. Let you know.
It's in there somewhere.
Get some enterprise
All right.
wins.
Anybody else want to take a stab at it?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Forget Super 7. We got Delta 7.
Ooh.
I'm not a 118 guy at all.
Travis, the check is in the mail. Okay.
I'm not a 118 guy at all, but I spent a lot of time at Delta. Well, you guys are my friends, but no, I'm impressed big time. Like if I was a 118, and there's a lot of great stuff. Operation Recall, Call Sign Monaco, obviously Skeleton. But man, Delta 17 is kicking butt right now. Yeah, good job, Ken. Tom.
There is a Delta 17 booth, guys. You should definitely check out. Thank you, Trav. Appreciate that. The check is in the mail. It's a Canadian dollar, though, so you're not going to get as much.
It looks like Monopoly money.
Anybody else want to take a stab before I start calling people out? Because you guys are all cowards. Nobody? All right, Adam. I'm going to put you on the spot.
I'm excited for these. I'm excited for this line, this reaction plus line.
Yeah.
When you think about all the IPs that Super 7 has, besides G.I. Joe, we could see them do with Reaction Plus what they did with Reaction and do O-ring figures of who knows what, right? You could have this in-scale universe of all these toys that were never in scale until they were 6-inch scale or whatever that they're doing with Ultimates, but now back in that 3/4 inch scale. So I think it just opens the door for a lot of really cool possibilities for figures. And like Lawrence is saying, like the fact that they're doing figures that haven't been done is really, really cool because they're really just complementing the lines that we already have, and they're not, you don't have to replace your childhood version of something. You get like a new figure that we're probably never going to see otherwise, right? So I think it's really, really cool.
All right. JB.
Consensus, I go with them. It's good to see that we might get some new figures out there. And again, I'm always the optimistic. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. And I'm not a 1/18 scale either for the most part. I did get some Delta 17. And then of course we know that they're going to fit with some of our vehicles that some of us might have or will be getting, or when it comes to room and collection wise. So again, the optimism hat is always on. Let's see what they can do. And then bringing it up, what else can they do? What other lines? What other movie lines or whatever it is? Let's see what happens.
Don't lie. That's your kryptonite.
All right. I guess Ken.
Yeah. So
regarding Super 7, right, because they're a bigger name company, right, they're a bigger name than the other indies, right, it boosts the signal of O-ring more to the casual collector. Ultimately, as you get deeper and deeper into O-ring with the wide selection of characters, you start building your headcanon. So people want to collect Operation Recall, Call Sign Longwood, Delta 17, Strike Force Alpha, in the Navy, Skeletron figures. I might be forgetting some of these. Not trying to. Legends of the Hidden Force, my buddy Derek. I think I got them all now. They're going to build their own O-ring universe. Eagle Force as well. Yep. So they're just going to build their own headcanon universe. They're going to want 2 figures from this line, 4 figures from that line. But if Super 7 helps bring in the crowd, just due to the size of their company, I think everybody wins.
John.
I'm excited, and kind of like JB, never wasn't into 118 still before until in here asked me to be a photographer for Delta 17.
Doing a great job, by the way.
And I actually got some in hand and started playing with them and doing photography. I was like, wow, it kind of brought back my childhood again. I hadn't messed with O-ring since I was little. And now it's kind of a dangerous thing. Now it's a slippery slope, and now I may start getting into all these other lines. And now with Super 7, getting into O-rings and kind of what we're kind of assuming or kind of making expectations for that they made it into other licenses. It just opens up a floodgate, and I think I'm excited for it. And really, really excited.
All right. We got 69 people watching right now live. Ed F does remind us they need better mics. We got no mics, Ed. So everybody, if everyone could just volume it.
Quickly, can I say something?
Okay.
This guy makes, honestly, takes the best pictures.
Yeah.
He
You
makes,
can say that.
he takes Super 7 ultimates and makes them look good. All right? That is.
Meggie J's literally rolling on the floor laughing right now.
I fell
You can't see him off
I
camera.
said
No.
too many nice things already.
I swear that was my knee. I swear. I was laughing my ass off right there. Thank you, Lawrence. And guys, everyone my photo, everybody. That this guy's amazing. All right. Okay, and then we're gonna wrap it up with Ace.
Well, I think if everybody's happy about what they're doing, it just means that I can look at what I can complement the 118 universe or 118 stuff that people are not doing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I have to say. Yeah, just bring on the figures. If there's any gaps, you guys want some dioramas, you guys want some vehicles, we'll probably look into filling those gaps. Yeah.
Michael Carter says, "Stunted adolescence on full display right here."
Yeah, exactly.
What, you bastard! Great stuff. What the- Seriously, did you get that? Yeah, did you get that audio? By the way, Ostromatozoid's in the house, guys. Hey, everybody, say hi to Oz. What's going on, Oz? There we go.
Be here on.
No, don't say that. He had to buy a computer. He's but yeah, actually, you deserve to be here, the Oz. But we miss you, man. Let's see here. Ed F, please share and like and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Guys, let's have another round of applause for everybody here, man. They've taken all their time out for this panel. All right, on to the next one, everybody. This one's going to be a little bit more on the nose, I think. All right, so the next one, actually, you know what? We're going to do this really quick because, oh God. No, we can. They need to give us another couple of minutes. Hold on. Let's see here.
He has that question. He's going to keep posting it over and over again for Ace. He asked me to.
Oh, okay. Well, what was it? Go ahead. Just it. Because I don't remember it.
Hi, Ace. Hi. About cold slither, red card, colorway, toward the end, please. Cold slither, colorway.
Oh, okay. The Cold Swither color wave. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we will look at it.
All right. Really quickly, because we should move on. Thoughts about the rest of the line, because we were only talking about the twins, Cobra Commander, the Bat. Now these are interesting. Cartoon Cobra Commander, Comic Bat, which is the colors are blue and yellow. Comic Snake Eyes and blonde Cover Girl, not brown Cover Girl. Quick shot, everybody. Ace.
I'll pass it.
All right, he'll pass it on.
Blonde Cover Girl, please.
All right.
I'll give them all a chance. The bat looks really, really good, and hopefully these accessories work with the other bat.
Oh, okay. John,
I'll take any cocoa something.
take any cocoa. All right. Adam,
Snake eyes.
snake eyes for sure. Travis?
I'm glad these exist for
Yeah, Travis is that's all. JV.
Coco.
All right. Let's ask the crowd. What are your favorites, guys? Cartoon Cover Man. Let's have a round of applause. Nobody wants to cartoon. All right. Comic book bat. Blue bat. Nobody likes the blue bat. Okay.
You said any bat is a good bat and you want more. That was yesterday.
We're talking about the O-rings. The
That
O-rings.
says the
Yeah.
bat is an ultimate army builder.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
want
had
a
a couple
black.
beers.
All right. All right.
I got the bat.
Comic snake eyes. Comic snake eyes. Yeah. All right. Comic snake eyes.
Always.
And blonde cover girl.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Blonde cover girl. All right. Looks like the winner tonight is blonde cover girl. Awesome stuff. All right. Everybody's okay. We're gonna have to skip through those. Sorry, guys. All right. So we're moving on to the next subject at hand. All right. So today, Super 7 also. By the way, all these photos are being provided by our good friends over at ToyHabits.com. Guys, definitely give Toy Habits. Can we give a round of applause to ToyHabits.com, everybody? All right, so basically, they covered the idea, and they're not even here, and they're covering all this stuff right now. So they just revealed that the Super Cyborg Action Force series. Who knows Action Force here? Raise your hands. We got like 3 people who know Action Force here. Oh, wait. Yeah, these guys, yeah, absolutely. All right. This is the Crimson. It's new exclusive reveal. Escape armor with red Shadow Trooper. Guys, what are you guys excited about the Escape armor? A reveal for today. Anybody wanna volunteer?
No interest if it's no scale. No, I mean it, if it's no scale.
You're right, actually, it's true.
Working out of scale with anything. And it's just a statue.
I mean, closed up because they're tall, and it's supposed to be like a robot of sorts. You can kind of just say, okay, well, it's a robot, so it's supposed to be bigger. You're kind of making up your own scale as well at that point in time. Maybe you could headcanon it a little bit with some of the Skeletron stuff, some of the Skeletron 6-inch stuff. What's going on?
All right, Ace, you seem really interested.
I'm.
Are you discussing?
I'm not sure what this is. Sorry.
If I had to split, it's basically just it can move its arms and that's it.
Okay, like an extra suit.
It can literally just move its arms and that's
Like
it.
Deep Six, but giant.
Yeah, no comment there.
No comment.
I mean,
If
they
you
had the original colors a while.
if you don't have anything nice to say, I guess you don't say nothing at all. John, Emerald Knight photo.
I mean,
No, not at all. Adam, you gonna give this a chance?
I like this, but I don't do much with the O-ring anymore. I don't do much in that scale anymore.
That's not O-ring.
No, this is.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's what size?
It's not even. Lawrence is right. It's actually outside of scale. It's so weird.
Oh, then it's definitely.
Oh shit.
So when you open it up,
They've done a few things. Like
There's a gigantic man
It's in the
inside.
back like that too, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So when you
Yeah.
open it up, you can see.
I guess that's a better question. Super Cyborg, does it actually belong in the G.I. Joe universe right now? Like, because again, they're doing weird things with it, right? So think about that one. But we'll let Travis take it. No, he's passing. No, both you guys. All right, really quickly just to wrap it up. Does Super Cyborg belong in the G.I. Joe space? Like, should it even be there? Should it be advertising in this idea?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. The issue is they created something. When you open it up, you can see the figure, but he's not the same size of their own Ultimate. So it makes absolutely no sense why they did it. To have it open and say, hey, look, here's the Cobra officer, here's something different. You would think that they would have scaled it to where that figure was the same size as their Ultimate, but it's not.
Anybody else have any comments, or are we all passing on this one? That's from the chat. We're passing on it. All right. So basically, anybody else? Does anybody else think Super Cyborg should actually be part of the G.I. Joe line, or is it just something that's kind of like, why bother? Yeah, a lot of people. Andrew.
It's not a scale, like Laura said, but you know what? You'll be able to pick it up at Ross Road.
Oh shit! Oh my God! Bernie Lomax said, going back to the O-ring. Bernie Lomax says if he doesn't get a Cobra Commander, he's out. Hooded Cobra Commander, he's out. What is it? You know what? Let's go ahead. Well, let's go ahead and ask. So Lawrence, go for it. No,
Why we talk about this? Hasbro has told them they cannot make one.
We're not doing
It's not being done. Period.
Moving
End of
on.
story. Let's move on.
Moving on.
I think that Lawrence put a cap on that one. But you know what? I'm just gonna ask it anyway. Who wants a hooded cocoa? Seriously, who wants let's ask it. Who wants a hooded cocoa? Like, yeah, everybody seems to. There's no big deal, guys. Seriously, in all of our opinions, there's no big deal. That's right. All right, so we're gonna move on, guys. This is gonna be interesting. All right, so. All right, so here we go, guys. We're gonna give some time for this is a part of the presentation where the rest of us are just gonna sit back, relax, and listen to some amazing things happening at Ramen Toy, guys. So, guys, I want to let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Ace of Ramen Toy. Give him a round of applause, everybody.
Yeah, so we first time in JoeFest. Okay. In fact, really enjoyed it because there is another convention going on at the same time, obviously, and there was like a dilemma. People are saying we got to go to there as well, but JoeFest is where we chose to be, and totally no regrets. You know, I'm sure it's a great convention. The other one as well.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but yeah, they don't want to let us talk about this. So yeah, a great to be back in the US of A because the first time here was in PowerCon last year, and I totally enjoyed myself putting up our wares for the community to have a look. So this time around, I brought my crew along because obviously the first experience was that I can't handle by myself at a show. Even though Andrew Davis volunteered to help, definitely, and he did, right? So yeah, the team came over. We brought everything in 5 luggages, along with shipping some of the exclusives over. Yeah, so it was the highlight was JoeFest. So you got to bring stuff that is Joe related. So we brought the AVs, the armored vehicles, right? So that was the first thing that I worked on the moment we said that we're going to come to JoeFest. You know. This is a site we went full steam to get the prototypes of the MBTs, the main battle tank, the Hunter, the Amphispina, the Bridge Layer, the Phalanx. We got those prototypes. It got to be on key, on point. You know, we got it colored. So everything was done just nice, just in time, and we're so grateful that most of it, in fact, 99% of the prototypes survived the trip, except for the rocket launcher that got broken, but that's okay. So to show you guys in pictures on our Facebook, on our IG, it was one experience, but to see it live, I got the feedback from you guys saying that, oh, it's so much better seeing it in person. Is the satisfaction, right? Because we thought that the pictures were pretty good, but to see it in person is the crux of it. So yeah, you know, we're very, very happy that people enjoyed what we are putting out because there was obviously a concern for scale, right? It's not exactly to scale, even though we're trying to do a 1/12 scale, but it's not exactly a tank of any sort. It's actually a Frankenstein of many components of armored vehicles that we finally put this together. So in terms of the purists, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't deliver an actual M1 Abrams. I did not deliver an actual AVLB, right, a bridge layer. It's something that we sort of applied our design elements and things to sort of smash it. So finally, the whole recipe tastes okay, and that's what is important, right? So yeah, the stuff will be tooled after we get back to Singapore and myself back to the mainland in China, and then we're gonna push out the tooling, gonna start to update you guys on the test shots and all these things. And with all things lined up in play, we should be able to deliver what you see today in JoeFest, you know, before or by Q4 of next year. So yeah, that's the armored vehicles that we have.
And what do we have on the table here?
And then yeah, so apart from that, you know, we brought 2 other vehicles that we're working on. So the Ramen Razor was teased earlier this year, but we did not move ahead with any other promotion because we wanted to make sure that the Ramen Racer gets into the hands of everybody first. So that is already in progress and people are having it. People are showing it off on YouTube and all these things. I'm very happy that there is not much big problems. So it's time for us to show off the Razor. So the Razor basically is a post-apocalyptic vehicle, and just nice. We have a Mad Max movie that came out recently, and that sort of fueled, I guess, the what's the word before the trend for it, right?
Excitement.
Yeah, excitement. Okay, so basically, I did not plan to do this in conjunction with that movie because I had no idea there was a movie coming up. I'm not a Mad Max fan, right? So finally, it's time for us to show this, and it's available as a separate pack. You can buy all these parts by itself to put onto your Razor, or you can buy the whole thing as a Razor package with the effects on the car. That's one product that we'll be putting up for pre-order in July when we get back, so maybe end of July. And then for the brake car, this time around we decided to not do a prototype. We just went ahead with tooling. Okay, after we showed off the prototype, we actually secretly went to tool the thing. So what you're seeing here is an actual ABS piece. All right, even if you drop it now, it's not going to break, right? So these are all separate.
Can I try?
You can try. Yeah,
Lawrence already tried.
this guy can try. This might crack, Jeff, because it's kind of thin part, but it's the real deal, right? So brake car. The whole idea is that it's an economical vehicle, EV. All right, we want to make it cheap. So the whole idea of this is that after the Ramen Racer, people are saying that it's still too expensive, right? It's $250. It's not what we want. We want to get it lower. Can you please not have the lights, not have the sounds? Okay, this is no lights, no sounds, and we worked backwards. We gave a price that we want to hit a target. Early bird is $99.95. So how do we get to that point? So we actually engineered in such a way that it's going to get us to that price point. So there's no lights. Instead, we're going to have clear parts to indicate the headlights and the brake lights. There's still going to be lots of movement with opening doors, the opening back, the opening sides, right? So the thing about this kind of vans is that if you have something that opens on this side, it doesn't open on the back. If you have something open on the back, it's open on the side. That's my research from current vehicles. So the only thing that we don't open is the hood on the front. So because if that happens as well, it's going to be more tool involved, and hence the price we can't reach it. So we had a price that we want to reach, and hence there were some limitations that did not allow us to put in too much features. All right. So listening to the people, they want a black and all black. They want an all white. That's going to be the basic brake car. And then for those who want the 18 version, there's an alpha version for like $25 more because we're painting the whole thing. Okay, it has all these things in front. It has this on the top that's going to be magnetized. It has something on the front. There's going to be more two more seats at the back, and there's going to be there's some different.
The magnets would be really nice.
Yeah. So and there's some different. You can help me out to get stuff out like the doors. Yes, the doors. Yeah. So the doors are not actually interchangeable. It's just that if you get the alpha version, you will get this side mirrors that is different from this side mirrors, and because they are positioned differently, it's not a case of just swapping out mirrors. It's the whole door. So for the alpha version, you'll be getting this particular setup and not this one. For the basic brake car, you get this setup instead. So that's it. Pre-orders coming in July as well. Unfortunately, it's going to be a heavy month. But once we have that pre-order done, we will deliver this pretty fast compared to this, which is like a 1 year waiting period. It's going to be like a few months. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, please.
All right. Sorry. Go.
I reviewed the Ramen Racer, and it is a very nice, solid, detailed vehicle. So
I told you he likes you.
They're very expensive, and there's a lot to that. But I did it independently. It was purchased, so it's not bought and paid for. But it's again, it is a really nice vehicle, and it does hold the figure nice and easily. So, and I've had people comment on the review saying, "Hey, I'm a car guy, and I'm amazed at the detail and how accurate they got a lot of this stuff." So,
All right, good. Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else comments on either of the vehicles?
Didn't you just realize that the armrest actually worked inside?
No, I found out
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other
armrest,
day.
yes,
Okay.
Yeah, it looks inside.
That's cool. So the armrest actually fold
Yeah,
down
folds
on
down,
the
yeah.
passenger seats.
Yeah, I was scared to push it, but I noticed they were in different angles.
Yeah.
Don't make me pick.
I was just gonna, thank you, Ace, you're filling a lot of voids and a lot of collectors, you're making dreams happen for a lot of collectors. Instead of waiting, hoping on certain things to work out behind the scenes, you're just doing it, and to think of giving us 3 vehicles in one, that's just like,
Yeah.
you know, like, it's genius level stuff, man, and you're killing it this year, so thank you.
To add to that, because, you know, we are not getting any younger, all right, and we need to fulfill our dreams. So sometimes the kids just do it versus waiting and, you know, being afraid. Just do it.
And anybody else? We got a question.
Yeah, I have a question. For the white version,
Yeah.
is there any chance that you can do a pack-in of candy or puppies?
If you need schooling, then no, you need stickers and stuff, yes, yeah.
I was just wondering.
And the ice cream man jingle.
That's extra.
Make it sick.
Tier unlock.
I don't want them on the panel again next year because I don't want these like.
Anybody else want to share or have any comments?
I love that they're modular. I love that like there's elements where you can just pop them out, and like you're saying, like, the opportunity to sort of get one but have 3 kind of things. It's great because
You really did say it the best.
not everybody's gonna have room for 3. So
All right. Stanley Eberhard says, Ace, how about a cold slither red car colorway tour van, please?
Okay.
I told you.
Next change. Yeah.
I'm running the camera. I'm so running the camera's not even funny. All right. Last thoughts, John or anybody?
I love it, Ace, man. I mean, it's amazing. One up. And then one thing that I saw at your booth was also the Master of the Verse version.
Okay.
I mean,
4, 5, and 6.
yes, right.
Yeah.
And I mean, even though they're unpainted, they're just models right now, but still, it's just like that. I mean, to give finally a revolution or revelation or that kind of style head for Master of the Verse, that's going to be amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get those. Definitely awesome work. Because your first version, I mean, just was outstanding.
Yeah, the first version was just because I see what you guys see,
Yes,
but we all know we don't want that. So I just did something that was, I think, better, just a little bit better.
Yep.
So.
All right. So I was going to touch on one last subject, but unfortunately, the camera's about to die,
Okay.
and we are actually out of time.
We're out of
Guys,
time.
I want to thank everybody. Please give our special guest a round of applause. You guys are amazing. And what are you up to these days?
Decades of kind of dormant collecting. Lucky to have my family with me to restart this great passion that all of you have. And I'm a fan of all of you guys. And I'm a fan of all of the friends and family here, not just in this panel, but those of you guys online. Thanks for all the support. It makes this thing really fun, getting back into collecting. So YouTube, Instagram, out there toy hunting, doing the thing.
Travis?
Thank you, Mega J, for
Oh.
having me. Hey, at A Toy Kind of Mood on YouTube, at A Toy Kind of Mood on Instagram. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.
100%. Highly articulated.
It's that.
Short and sweet. There we go. Emerald Eye Photo.
Just IG, Emerald Night _ or Emerald _night_ photos, just doing toy photography. And also I'm part of the Geeked Out Click on Instagram. And we have a live stream every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central, where we talk toy photography, toy news, just geek out. I mean, it's just a, hangout session usually.
Awesome. Punk with Toys.
Punk with Toys on Instagram and YouTube. That guy has the logo on his shirt right there. Your shirt? I'm still in there.
There we go. Tony,
All about the rubber band technology.
Tony, plug yourself, man. Go for it.
Tony Spigs, Instagram, Tony Spigs on YouTube as well.
All right, there we go. Love these guys. I don't know you. Who are you?
Go to this guy. Go to that guy. All right.
Toy Connections.
Toy Connections on YouTube, Toy Connections on Instagram, or I tend to create random aliases to troll Punk in his live stream and in the comment sections. You can't see what you just make me do a John Cena. You know my favorite wrestler is Bret Hart. Okay. Also, delta17toys.com. Just go over there. Delta17toys.com or Delta17 on Instagram and Facebook.
Absolutely. And of course, the great immortal Ramen
Yeah,
Toy.
so thanks, Jay, for having me on your live stream and panel, and thanks to all the esteemed panelists. Right, I enjoyed myself. I'll be getting myself back to Singapore and then back to doing all these things, and then I'll be doing a live stream pretty soon to connect back with fans. And thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And of course, this is really awkward. Guys, you hold on.